All right, there we go. We good. I want to start about saying, call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, don't start with Elder Pastor Down, who rule and teach well. A peace salutation to all you occupants in the four corners of the earth who teach and preach the house shine the gospel. Keep striving, keep pushing. You know, we almost out of here. You know, this 2020 year of prophecy. All these great things going down with the viruses here. The famine is here, it's coming. They talking about you can't. Well, you know you can't get no toilet paper nowhere. Can't get toilet paper, can't get paper towel, can't get hand sanitizer, barely can get soap. Talk about it's about to be a food shortage. Hey man, it's just a lot of things going on, man. There's still war over in Iraq. They still having wars over there. Syria's still over there getting it in. Israel dropped bombs on Syria about a week or so ago. I don't know, man. It's a lot of things going on in this world today, man. You know what I'm saying? And the coronavirus is just topping it off right now with, fucking Jay. And it's fucking Jacob too. You know, and that's something that's, Polo, why we out about you now? Shout out to that. You know, because Jake need to get their ass beat. You know? Yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna grab this quick scripture. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead. Just what's that? Get to the point what y'all said. Oh, just now? Oh.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, and shall they know, and then shall they know. It's like this is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Yeah, so all these things we've been prophesying of and teaching of, going back as far as 4 years ago, or however it was prophesying, we've been teaching of this time coming, and it's coming to pass, it's by Yahweh Shai. And then they shall know there has been a prophet among them.
That's it. And right now, at Weirdos Prophets, start with the elders of GMS, Pastor Tahar, start with Elder Apostle Har on down. You know what I'm saying? And we here, man. We coming back. And I want to go into right quick. I want to get this. Hey, somebody do me a favor. One of you brothers grab Ecclesiastes 10th chapter and start at verse 1. You wrote these in. Just for this.
Said verse 1.
Yeah, start at 1.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1. Said, dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor.
Ecclesiasticus. Sirach. Sirach in the pocket. Sirach.
I got it if you want it. You want to go with it?
You got it. Go ahead.
Jack Con. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verses 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered.
Right. So, like Yahweh will be a prudent man, and his government is well ordered. You know what I'm saying? A wise judge will instruct his people. We're instructed to come out here day in and day out and speak this word, to always prophesy, to always be the watchman and to tell what's going on, the signs of the time, man. We got to always be on our job. So we're going to be in well order, constantly doing the things that we're supposed to do for the Lord, man. Whatever we're taught to do, we get out here, we make it happen. Go ahead, bro.
Con. Verse 2. As a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Right.
What
so
manner
so as Yahweh is, as we are. But also as Donald Trump is, so as his people are. All right. And that's going to be in the next verse. But the point to it that I'm making is that what your judge is, what your office is going to be. Also, as what the rest of the people going to be. So we gonna do as the Lord do, man. We always gonna come in His ways. We always gonna, every time you gonna come back in your lot. If this is your lot and it's meant for you to be, you're gonna be back here in that time. And right now, this is the best time to be in the Word because this is right hey man, this is the end, man. This has got to be the end. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be unfolding right now, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And
Go
what
ahead, bro.
manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Verse
That's
3.
it. That's it. But just such as are well, they are dwell therein. Just like this world right now, man. This world is wicked as fuck. Well, so is their judge. So is their leader. You know, you look at who's leading this world. Donald Trump, man, they're wicked as fuck. The Rothschilds, Getty, the DuPonts.
Right.
So is the people. Man. The people are just as them. You know, so even Jake, because Jake fall up under the heathen nation. Jake fall under the wicked. Jake fall under them. So just as their leader is, so is their people, man. So that's why this world is the wicked and abomination. Man. It's all doctrine out here. You know? Yes.
Huh?
No, that was it. That's all I want. That was it. Go ahead, bro. That was it. That you good there. That was it.
Hey, there's one more you might want to get though. 3. You want me to speak?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Well, you go ahead and keep reading.
And same chapter. I just want to go 3, so you can go ahead and talk on that. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And that's right now. That's like I was saying before. That's what this is. What America is. What Babylon is. Babylon is that unwise king, man. He was the king of the unwise people. You know, the people are foolish. The people are destroyed. You know, like I see like Jake out everywhere, man. When I be out doing my job, man, Jake all over the place, man. He got all this shit going on, all this virus, but Jake ain't doing no social distance. Jake want to play football. Jake want to play basketball.
Right.
Jake all in the parking lot. Barber having big ass barbecues and shit. You know?
Yeah, Jake always in a state of turn up. All right.
Yeah. Kind of. They don't
state of folly. You know.
Yeah. Kind
I was gonna get something right here. Going back to Ezekiel 33rd chapter, it caught my eyes. Going back to verse, I'm gonna just start at verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. All right, going back to the watchman, because we're the watchmen of Israel. All right. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. All right. So this is what this is the beginning of that trouble that's coming on the land. All right. Hasn't really gotten to the sword yet. You know what I'm saying? Which is starting off with these centurions coming out here. You know what I'm saying? Knocking on your door. All right. Knock. You got the virus. All right. We're gonna take your ass to internment camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if you refuse, you know, they might just shoot you down. You know. That goes in line with the sword. You know. But we've been out here, you know what I'm saying? We've been out here talking about that for a while now, you know? And they've been having the beta tests and all that stuff going on down here in Florida. They showed you that with that one drill. I'm trying to think of it. Y'all brothers might know it. It happened down in Texas. There was some name they gave to it, man. But it was basically a drill where they were, you know, they had military on the streets. You know what I mean? Walking through the streets, doing drills through the streets in Texas, man. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's gonna come to me, but says
I
verse
just
3.
see something on that a few minutes ago. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I just seen some of that a few minutes ago. Brother did a video on Instagram showing where FEMA was in every different little city, like Wyoming, man. You know, they shut every little thing they can off right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're in that time right now, man. In New York, you know what I'm saying, they've been going door to door. You know? So all this stuff is coming to pass right now. Keep reading verse 3. if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So we've been out here blowing the trumpet, man. You know. So when they come in jack these 2/3 up, you know, it's gonna be on them. You know, because they didn't take it, man. All right. It also talks about Ezekiel, whether you hear or forbear, you know. So a lot of these cats walk right on by, man. You know, I don't want to hear what you guys got to say. You know, you guys are a bunch of clowns. You guys are a bunch of bums. You know, a lot of you know, nigga women come up. Oh, y'all ain't got no women. What the hell that got to do with salvation, man? Right. You know, having these nigga women, you know. Oh, y'all.
But they ain't saying go do number bring strife.
Say again, brother.
That shit ain't gonna do number bring strife.
You know. But we out here blowing the trumpet. Verse 6 or verse 5. If he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh the warning shall deliver his soul. All right. So, you know, the men of the Lord, man, a hopeful elect, you know, we've heard the trumpet, man. All right. Some of us heard the trumpet a long time ago. You know, some of them are just hearing the trumpet now, getting into this thing, man. All right. But Lord willing, he's still going to deliver your soul, man. You know, because you're taking heed to the warnings that's coming out right now, man.
Is that it on that up?
Let me get one more verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hands. All right. So you know, and that's speaking to a lot of cats that might know they're Israelites, you know, but they don't want to teach this word, you know. They don't want to speak to their brothers and sisters, you know. They know they're Israelite, but they just want to grow their beard, you know, stop eating swine and be unto themselves, man. All right. But y'all not considering the nation, man. You know, if you hear this thing now, you're supposed to be a watchman, you know. So you can't just sit behind your computer on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and not actually you know, go out, you know what I'm saying, and speak to your brethren, man.
The Instagram niggas.
Let's speak up. I mean,
No.
yeah. Hey, go ahead with that precept. Was you done up?
Yeah, I was done.
Go ahead with that precept. Wait, he talks about sorry.
This is Amos 3:5. Came a bird fell in a snare upon the earth, where no wind is for him. So shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Yeah, so a trumpet have been blown in the city and the people shall not be afraid. You know, because this trumpet that we've been blowing, man, and we've been blowing it through the spirit, probably got by Shema Shai, man. Started out with the apostles, you know, since what, the 80s. You know, they've been doing this since the 80s, man. You know, so I mean, even going back with Abba Bishop, you know, and High Priest, High Priest Ariah, you know, King Masha, you know, and Elder Yefa, you know, all those men that was out there doing work before we was even out here, they was already speaking about the end times coming. You know, and this is not that we're at the end of the day, we're just now living that point in time of it actually coming to pass. You know, and then now we came on this, you know, years later, prophesying the same exact thing, having more pieces to the puzzle than what they had, starting out with Apostle Art that the Lord was dealing with him and gave it on down to us, man. Now we're pushing that same exact doctrine. So, you know, this trumpet has been blown in the city for years, man. You know, and then now it's just really coming in manifestation on what we've been speaking of. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done
Is
it?
that should there be evil in the city where I've not done it? And right now, it's evil in the city. You know, these pestilence, you know, food prices going up. It's evil in the city. You know,
Right.
go ahead.
Surely the Lord thy power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets.
Okay, so the Lord do nothing but he revealed these secrets unto the servants, the prophets. Because this is the whole secret that we have, man. How everybody can understand the scriptures, you know? And then when that goes right back to Sirach 10, you know, those righteous men, because they had an understanding on what? On the Heavenly Father in his commandment. You know, and at the end of the day, that's the hidden wisdom of the Most High. It's his laws and his justice, you know, in his ordinance and the things he's coming to bring. You know, because you talk about you look in the time of Jeremiah was going through so much hell. He said, "Hey man, look, fuck you niggas. I'm finna go talk. I'm finna go speak to the man that knew the Lord, you know, and that knew the counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, so there was men that was over in Jeremiah in his time, you know, and that they were doing the work in the time of Babylon. You know, so we have blown this trumpet going back to the beginning of time. You know,
The lions have roared, who will not fear? The Lord thy power hath spoken, who can be prophesied?
and so the Lord has spoken, who cannot prophesy. So the Most High spoke, man, through the scriptures, and it's vowed to us. So now we help, but not to prophesy, man. Because even Jeremiah said himself, he said the word of the Lord brought up so much in my mind that I just can't help but to speak it. You know, at the point in time, he was like, he didn't want to speak it, but he said, hey, it's just in me to still speak it. He couldn't help himself. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Published in the places at Ashdod, and in the places in the land of the Egypt, and say, assemble yourselves upon the mountains of Samaria, and behold the great tumult in the midst thereof, and the oppressed in the midst thereof. For they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store up violence and robbers in their places.
Mm-hmm. And that's Esau's a white man. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't know how to do right. He throws up riches. You know, he does all that shit in one. Right.
Right.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord thy power, and adversaries there shall be even round about the land, and he shall bring down thy strength from thee, and thy places shall be spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria.
Exactly. So when we do it's Samaria, man. You know, because in a point in time, we was in the land of our captivities. You know, that was the land of our captivity, and the Lord brought him out of that. So we're throwing this scripture modern day as being in modern day Egypt and being in America, and the Lord soon is going to bring us up out of this land that we have been driven to, that we have been totally destroyed, man. Go ahead.
In the corner of a bed, and in Damascus in a couch, that's it. Couch. The bottom one. Couch. How hear ye and testify in the house of Jacob, saith the Lord thy power of hosts.
Yeah, it says, hear ye and testify in the courts of Jacob. Go ahead.
That in the day that I shall visit the transgressions of Israel upon him, I will also visit the altars of Bethel, and the horns of the altars shall be cut off and fall to the ground.
Yes, so the powers of Bethel, right? And we know, so you can pull up the obliter, go to that word Bethel. Go to that word because it oh, we're gonna try to get some edification for you, just like real quick. I was gonna point and one pull out. Let's go.
Amos 3:14.
Yeah, Amos 14. So we go back to the word. I don't want to speak on it because we're gonna get the definition first.
Looking up the Bethel.
Pull up on you.
Bethel.
Y'all bear with us, brothers.
Looking up, you looking up the meaning of Bethel?
Come.
Yeah, Bethel just means house of the Lord. Goes back to Beth, and then El, power, or Lord or power. So I mean, house of power, or house of the Lord.
House of power, house of Yahweh.
So go ahead and read that part again.
This is Amos 3:14. That in the day that I shall visit the transgressions of Israel upon him, I will also visit the altars of Bethel, and the horns of the altars shall be cut off and fall to the ground.
Is that so? What we were cut off from our power, because we at first point we was with Yahweh Bashim Ashai, but then the Most High cut us off, man.
That's right.
The Most High brought us down. He cut off our power. Go ahead.
And let me just read it. Just to give a little further edification. Bethel equals house of power, house of God, which is house of power. Ancient place and seat of worship in Ephraim on the border of Benjamin, identified with Lud's former name. A place in the south country of Judah, not far from Beersheba, and what's that? Zechariah. Yeah, so basically, like you said, brother, house of power, house of power,
and that's who got cut off. We got cut off from
our house of power,
from our house of power,
yeah.
And that was from the Heavenly Father Yahweh. We had got cut off from that because of our wickedness. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And I will smite the winter house with the summer house, and the house of ivory. House of ivory shall perish, and the great house shall have an end, saith the Lord.
That's it. Yeah, so that's why us and we're that same predicament now. Amen. Most High. Amen. We're cut off. We were cut off from the tabernacle of the Most High. We got cut off. We got burned down from our power. The horns of the Most High, and they were cut off because at the end of the day, Amen. We're the apple of the Most High's eye. So the Most High cut himself off from us. So now we lost our power. Our high places were totally down through our wickedness. Now we are telling Jake and come back because the Most High is going to bring forth judgment, which he's already doing. And seek the Lord while he may be in these last days, man.
Sure. Hey, I got some to add to that, man. It's going into the book of Ezra, first Ezra, chapter 8. I'm gonna start at verse 69. First Ezra 8:69 says, the nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles. So that goes into us being separated from the Most High, man, and going after these other nations. Doing the wickedness that they do, which we weren't supposed to do. From the very beginning, man, when he took us out of Egypt, we were supposed to put away those customs, man. All right, and it says we didn't put them away. All right, we keep reading. Nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, all right, the Hittites, the Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites. So we done gone after all these nations' customs, man. Wicked ass customs. Hey, what's today? Easter.
Right, Khan. That what they call it? Damn, man, what is it called? Issachar.
Yeah.
Issachar and the spring equinox.
Yeah, after Ishtar.
Yeah, spring equinox.
Yeah. So that's where they get all this fertility bullshit. You know?
Fertility god. There you go.
Yeah. Fertility god, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sex and fertility. Yeah.
Verse 70, for both they and their sons have married with their daughters. All right, talking about the squirrel game that's trending now. You know, every time you turn on your damn television, you know, Jake want to be hugged up with Esau, man. You know, especially Eve, man. You know, they got the nigga woman wholehearted in this it's like making it real big, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting everybody on board. Every time you turn on, you got the nigga woman with Esau, man. You know? It's ridiculous, man. All right. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. All right, because we're supposed to be holy, man. We're supposed to be set apart. You know? But we all hugged up, you know, with Esau, man. All right. So-called Negroes, Latinos wanna be hugged up with Esau. They wanna be Esau. They got, you know, they bleaching their skin. You know, all sorts of folly, man. It says mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. Verse 71. And as soon as I heard these things, I rent my clothes. Man, because Ezra he couldn't believe it, man. He couldn't believe the nonsense that Israel had gone into, man. He couldn't believe how far we had fallen, man. You know? And we reliving those same times, man. What's it say? There's nothing new under the sun. You know?
Yep, that's it.
We're in that same state of mind right now, man. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It says, let's see. And as soon as I heard these things, I rent my clothes and the holy garment and pulled off the hair off my head and beard and sat me down sad and very heavy, which goes to show you that a man having a beard, okay, is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a commandment, you know, to have a beard, man.
Yeah,
you know, so to pull the beard off your face or to shave all the hair off your face was looked at as a shameful thing, man. All right, because when you get to a certain age as a man and you get hair on your face, hey, you need to let it grow as much as you can, man. You know, because that's that means prestige, man. Or and most importantly, it means holy, man. It means you set apart.
Yeah.
You know, as you go back to Egypt, they didn't do the hair on their face.
Right. Yeah, they stayed bald faces.
Yeah, bald face, bald head. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth. Right.
Yeah, smooth. You look at the other nations. That's the look that they want, man. Esau, every time you turn around, he want to shave his face, man. He just now starting to grow his beard back and stuff, but that's just him starting to return to his base nature, man.
That's it. I was about to say that's his animalistic character jumping up in him.
Yeah.
That's the cave days coming back to his mind.
Yeah, that Captain Caveman coming back, man.
Right. Yeah, Captain Caveman.
All right, it's verse 72. So all they that were then moved at the word of the Lord Yahweh of Israel assembled unto me, whilst I mourned for the iniquity, but I sat still full of heaviness until the evening sacrifice. Then rising up from the fast with my clothes and the holy garment rent, and bowing my knees and stretching forth my hands unto the Lord, I said, O Lord Yahweh, I am confounded and ashamed before thy face. All right, so when you in that state of folly, man, all right, going back to when you hear these trumpets, you should be coming before the Lord, man. You know,
look at that's the spirit of the Lord.
You should be coming before the Lord prostrate, man. You know,
I'm gonna go
asking for forgiveness, man.
Yeah, it didn't go hand to hand. It's hand to hand with that. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Verse 75. For our sins are multiplied
Verse 20
above
is
our heads,
Whoa.
and our ignorances have reached up unto heaven. Okay, so we're very, very ignorant right now, man. You know, hey, which goes back, what they say, the word nigga means ignorant. All right. Which
Yeah,
really,
nah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, hey, Esau come up whatever the hell he want to come up with. You know what I'm saying? Niger means black. You know,
Right, right.
you know, so they just switched it up. Hey,
They
but
try to call it Niger though, but it's actually Niger is nigger. It really is. It's nigger. That's
right,
that's all it is. It really is just nigger. And they try to switch it and call it Niger. It's nigger.
right.
All it's saying is nigger. They just added a G trying to make it like, no, that would mean Igger. No, it's nigger. Niger.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know. So then they want to, say it means ignorant. Well, you know, hey, you just want to say that you know, all quote unquote black people are ignorant. That's really what they were trying to say right, man.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, con.
But hey, the point I was trying to make is that, you know, Esdras, he came humbly admitting, hey, you know, we're in a state of ignorance, or the nation is in a state of ignorance, man. That's, you know, that's
Right.
why people are in now, man.
Yep.
You know, verse 76, for ever since the time of our fathers, we have been and are in great sin, even unto this day. And for our sins and our fathers, we with our brethren and our kings and our priests were given up unto the kings of the earth. Okay, talking like the brother was going into earlier, giving up in these other captivities, man. And we've been in several, you know, all because we don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. You know, and for our father's sake. Okay, I think it talks about that. Baruch, we are this day in our captivity.
Yeah, 2:30.
And then limitations because of our forefathers, man. You know, so we're paying for their sins. All right.
Our sins.
Verse 77. Keep reading to the. Let me just start over. And for the sins and our fathers, we with our brethren and our kings and our priests were given up unto the kings of the earth, to the sword and to captivity, and for prey with shame unto this day, man. Verse 78, and now in some measure hath mercy been showed unto us from thee, O Lord Yahweh, that there should be left us a root and a name in the place of the sanctuary. Because if not, man, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. We wouldn't even be going in this discussion in the spirit, man. You know, because we would have been destroyed, man. All right.
Right.
We would have been straight up destroyed, man. The earth, you know, the earth is polluted, man. The air is polluted. The water is polluted. How in the hell are we still here, man? Hey, because the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua has mercy, man.
Right.
Verse 7.
Hey, Shay, you think about that though. Now that you said that, hey, how did Esau survive being in the caves? Because he had to eat bushes by the mallows and juniper roots. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, because when the Lord wants your ass to survive, and He'll make you survive on poison, and you ain't even supposed to function on that. Right. Hey, that's how you know the Lord is. Hey, man, Lord is a terrible power, but He's so great. You know, He's a great and terrible power because He can make you survive off the very thing that's supposed to kill your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. The motherfuckers eat what Job said that. You know what I'm saying? They cut up mallows by the bush. What is that at? I think it's like 14 or no. It's like, but you know, when Job said that, man. But if the Lord, that's the point is, if the Lord want you to survive, man, like you said, how we here? How we here with all this chemtrails and all this pork and all this shit that they doing to our bodies in the water. Water ain't even water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
how the hell are we going to survive? You know? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, look at what happened in Flint, man. Hey,
There
should be a soul. There should be a soul left, man. You know. Verse 79, and to discover unto us a light in the house of the Lord our power, and to give us food in the time of our servitude. God, hey, just like we said, man, because we got food, even though we're in captivity, we still alive, we
Right. Yeah.
still got food. We still have the ability to nourish ourselves, even though it's about to be real tough out here. Hey, but what does the scripture say? Hey, we should be delivered out of this time, man. Time of
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble.
Hey, let me bring this precept out right quick. Let me bring this precept out right quick. This is about
Go ahead.
this is Job 30 and 30 and 2. Ye were to might, to strength of the hands, profit me. In whom old age was, well, no, hold on, let me go to 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Speak on it.
God, because hey, these cats right here are less than a damn dog, man.
That's it.
Okay, these guys right here are we call them base men, but they're
Yeah,
actually they're not even men, man. All right, they're dogs. They're less than dogs. Hey, and when you go into it, man, I'm not going to get too much into it, man. But they share a lot of characteristics with all these filthy animals, man.
yeah,
You want to talk
that hair
about
started with the fucking hair.
yeah, you talk about dogs, you talk
Yep,
about swine.
yep,
Okay, hey, they share a lot of characteristics, man.
con,
You know, hey, the most notably, like you said, the hair.
con.
Every time you turn around, what's the dog hair doing, man? It's shedding.
Shedding, yep, con.
Well, if you ever worked in a facility with these damn Edomites, man, hey, they shed all the damn time, man.
Right, con. Yeah, they should always come off the head, man.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
con.
You go to do a quick sweep of the place. All you gonna find is Esau hair all over the damn place, man. Shedding,
Right, con.
you know. But yeah, hey, he said those that are younger than me have me in derision. Hey,
Right,
so these damn heathen, they got us jacked up in every place you go on the earth, man.
con.
You know. Hey, what's that word? Derision, man. Somebody.
Yeah, con. I got you. Hold on. I'm going right into it. All right, this is Job 30, 30 and 1.
Go ahead.
Derision. It goes back. It look like the word is sakarah or sakah. Hold on, let me get it.
Said derision, have me in derision. Yeah.
Strong 7832.
Sahak.
Yeah.
All right. Sahak. Let me see. Let me go into that. To laugh, play, mock.
Yeah.
To laugh. So you've been laughed at. They mocked
Right.
at. To sport, to play, to make sport, to play, including not that anymore. Yeah, basically to mock and to mock at, laugh at.
Right. So
To score.
is that not the state of Jake right now, man? Everywhere you
Yep.
go, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, hey, going back to the settling of this company. I mean, well, it is a company, a
It
corporation.
is a company. Right.
But this country, the so-called Native Americans, what they call them? They call them Indians. You know what I'm saying? Which means savage. You know.
Right. Savage. Right.
So they mock them. You come to a people who is cleaner than you, has more order than you, has more crops than you, and is willing to trade with your dusty ass, and you're gonna call them a savage. You know, that's a mocking thing, man. You know, and it's the same thing with the so-called Negroes, man. They mock us at every turn, man. You know, they mock our they mock the very bodies that we're set in, man. You know, the women they mock their butts. You know, they want to make fun of their butts. You know, they make fun of our lips, you know.
Right.
But now, you know, hey, it's funny. The tables turn right now. They want to copy
Yeah.
us, you know.
Now they want the big ass.
Yeah,
Now they want
now
the
they
big.
want the big ass, right? They want
Right.
they do the Botox and shit, the
Right. Lip
lip
injection.
injections and shit. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it said they that are younger than us have us in derision, man. You know,
Hey, I'm going that word derision. That word derision goes back to reject, despise, refuse, to reject, to refuse, to despise, to
yep,
reject.
that's right. So
So
they despise us, man. You know, they
right.
despise us, they hate us, and they reject us. Hey, but their fate is sealed, man. All right, because what? They're the end of this world, and we're the beginning of the one that follows, man. So,
Shit.
hey,
Shit. All right. Let me. Hey. So this is go back to Job 30. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose
mhm.
fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Ye whereto might have strength of their hands, profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in the former time desolate and waste, who cut up Milos by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
That's right, man. So hey, the Most High had them eating damn. Hey, and when you look up these things, juniper roots, mallows, like you said,
Yeah, I'm about to go
hey man,
to it. About,
that's toxic, man.
God, yeah, I'm about to go into it right quick.
Hey,
Yeah.
the mallow roots,
Uh,
mallow roots will make you you know, hey, excuse the language, mallow roots will make you shit, man.
yeah, yeah,
You know, so you got hey, they
yeah,
got you know there was some stinking ass devils, man. You know, shitting all over
right.
the place, diarrhea and everything.
God.
Yeah, man.
All right, they go into that mallow is a plant that grows in salt marshes, like in a swamp.
Yep. Swamp food, man.
Yeah, God. Hey, remember that? Hey, what was that used to call swamp thing or
The
something?
swamp thing, man.
Yeah, remember that shit? It's always
Yeah.
Esau, man.
Yep.
God.
Yep.
Hey, Esau is known for you know, being born with a tail, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Yeah, God.
Yep.
just like you said
Oh,
earlier,
that's another characteristic.
Zechariah,
You get that
you were
tail.
saying like, you know, they got that they had those characteristics of animal, man.
Yeah, man.
And
Yep.
you can you can see it from a dog. You can see how they act a dog. You see how they just carry around a dog like a human, man. You know,
Man.
because they going back to
Yeah.
that state, like you said, growing that beard. You know, now you start to see Esau growing that beard back. Hey, no matter how much money he had, he still like he homeless when he grow a beard. That's why he
Yep.
always want to cut it off.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. Hey, and that what you said they carrying around dogs and all that shit. And that hey look, and now that's what you see Jake doing, man. You know, talking
Come.
about how we just gotten in Ezra how we you know we won't put away the things of the heathen, man. We want to pick them up. You know what I'm saying? And take them up as our own custom, man.
Right,
You
God.
know, Jake used to keeping dogs on the outside chained up to a tree. You know, traditionally.
Cut.
You know what I'm
Cut.
saying? Hey, you know, at the most, you might let him eat a couple of bones up off the
Yeah.
floor or something like that, you know, and that's
Mm-hmm.
about it. Then his ass back outside. Hey, but now Jake want to have
Put up on.
dogs inside the house, laying in the bed with him. What's that? What's that right there, brother?
What's that?
With a little baby boy with a tail.
Yeah. Hey, look, there it is, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous, man. Damn, Esau
Yeah,
got
hold on.
it.
Let me see. I'll pull up another picture of it. Let me see. Let me try to share the screen right quick.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh no, there you go. There you
You
go.
got it?
See it? Did I get it?
Hell,
Wait,
man.
hold on. Yeah, it was right there. Hold on. Shit lagging.
Yeah, man. And see, hey, I don't know of any Jake that's ever been born like that. You know what I mean? Um, hey, with Esau, I mean, you can pull up picture after picture, man.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
sound
I
like
almost my screen. There you go, right there. See it?
Yeah, I
Laying there
see.
with that tail.
Terrible, man.
That's horrible. Fucking devils, man.
Hey, but the Most
The
High,
devil.
will he'll make it plain, man. You know, he'll make it plain. Like, you know, the scriptures will come to life certain times, man. He'll just, you know, he'll cause somebody to be born like that just to make a point.
Hey, a terrible power, brothers. Yahweh is a terrible power.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yep. They that are younger than I have me in derision, man. All right. Hey, but it
God,
said, you know, the elder shall serve the younger.
certainly young. That's
You
it.
know? So it's all prophecy, man.
Hey, right here, I got I looked up juniper root. All right. Uh Juniper root go back to it's a kind of broom plant, right? So I looked up with a broom plant, and a broom plant, it says the white broom is a beautiful shrub and is abundant in Palestine desert region, growing on hills and rocky places. Hey, where was Esau living? Where did he dwell at? In the
That's it,
clefts
man.
of the rocks?
The
Above
cleft
the
of the rock,
mountains,
man.
gone.
Yep.
Right. So in hills and rocky places, ravens and sandy situations. The Arabic name for the tree is ratim, or rahim, or rathim,
Mm-hmm.
rathim. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. You can look at. Let me see. I can't really. Let me hold on. I gotta try to show my screen. But that's how they. And then it shows here how they came up with the concept of the broom. Hold on. Let me share the whole screen. All right, I think I should be sharing it now. I should be able to see what I'm looking at. Look at this madness.
Broom plant.
Right. You see? Look at this madness. This is what they was eating.
Yep.
The roots, man.
Man. Yeah.
Look. Oh, look at the picture right here. It says Elijah flees hair. But the point he behind the broom tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, who would eat that shit, man? You know shit like that.
Yeah. So that goes to show you, man. Esau's a base man. Hey, and you know when he gets you know he's gotten status and position in this country, man, and in this time. But what does he do? He still doesn't eat good foods. You know,
Right.
he wants to go get damn lobsters, okay,
Right.
crabs.
Shrimp, crab. Right.
So even with some position and some status, he's still a damn devil, man.
Right. Gone.
You know, showing you once again, hey, the scriptures, you know, are just proven time and time again about who this man is on the earth, man.
Gone.
You know, let me get that last verse out of First Ezra. I was reading out of chapter 6 right there, or chapter 8. It's like
Yeah,
verse 8. He
all
says,
right, give me one second. Wait, give me 1 second. I just want to kill it. Just let me just get the last part off of that one. Who cut up Milos by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and
mm,
in the rocks. You know?
man, hey,
Right.
and they're going right back there right now because they believe that they're going to be saved going back into their bunkers, into their underground bunkers, their underground caves.
Con.
So everything is going 360 full circle.
Full circle, brother. Going right back.
Con.
Yeah.
Bro. You know?
Con.
And they think they're going to be saved, you know, by going down there.
Yep.
Hey, that's their home. That's where you go back when you go back home. You know, say you've been out all day working or whatever. You just, you know what I'm saying, you out. You say, man, I can't wait to go back home. I can't wait till I get off, man. I'm gonna go home, chill, and relax. You feel comfortable in your home. That's why they've been building these damn bunkers, underground facilities, caves and shit. They feel comfortable inside the earth.
Right. Con.
You know?
They gonna go right back to it.
Yeah. Esau.
Hey, did y'all see that movie? Did y'all catch that movie? Did y'all catch that movie, the Pit or the Platform? Or Platform?
Mm-hmm.
The Platform.
I'm gonna check that out today. I'm gonna check that
I
out.
check it out, man. Exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. Hey, but I've seen the trailer or like the little picture of it, whatever. It's basically a bunch of different levels inside the earth.
Right. Yeah, con. Just like what we talking with these motherfuckers going right back through that shit. And they used to it. Hey, let me finish this up. Yeah, let me finish this up right quick. To dwell in the clefts of the valley, and to dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in the caves of the earth, and in the rock, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yet children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
More violent than the earth.
That's it.
Hey, and when it says bray, what's an animal that brays?
I don't know.
A damn if your brothers look it up, an animal that brays is an ass, a donkey.
Oh, okay. All right, come.
You know, because you know, in that region, they had a lot of that type of wild stuff. They had camels and you know, horses, and they had a lot of ass, a lot of donkeys. So they just out there just like an ass. You know, they brave. They was grunting and shit. You know?
Yeah, come.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
Yeah, they had a fucked up situation, but they going right back to it. They deserve it.
So they're going right back to it. But what the point I was making is that, you know, like I said, you know, you go home, that's your place of solitude, that's your place of comfort. They're going right back there, man. That's where they're gonna feel safe at. Hey, Jake don't want to go nowhere underground, man. Jake ain't thinking about going nowhere in the damn earth, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I got you right here. Why you said that, right? I got you right here. To bray, cry out. Strong's definition is nahawk, a primitive root to bray as an ass, scream from hunger.
There you go.
Knee honk. Hey, that's what the niggas was doing, bro. Hey, Esau was knee honking. Knee honk. Hey, they was crying like.
Hey, y'all remember that old show back in the day? Yeehaw.
Yeah, God.
Back down. Yeehaw.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right, man. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, so when you in this thing, you know, the Most High will open up your eyes, man, to the deep mysteries, but it also makes some real simple things real plain, man. You know?
Yeah. Hey, it's crazy though how Esau bitch ass put the blue letter out, man, and it's all about his people, bro. I mean, like you know what I mean? He literally dogging his own people out here, man.
Yeah.
Esau had to put the truth, man, out about himself, bro. And it just takes us to really go back and read and study and to look words up. That's why the apostles say, man, these words is powerful, man. Hey, bro, you go back, literally it says it's honk, like so it's knee honk, like a fucking ass does, bro.
Right. That's right.
Hey, that's beautiful, man. This is some beautiful shit, bro. Hey, man, that's what. Hey, man, you don't know what the scriptures really is about until you really get in the scriptures, man. You don't really understand it till the spirit is supping with you. You know, you don't know what you don't understand people until you actually open the scriptures up and get into it. The Lord knows all, man, and He may put it out there for us, man. So when the Spirit hit us, we get right up into the scriptures and we can bring it out, man.
Bam, and expose these devils, man.
Right.
Right. Like the word, Esau always want to use different words on newspapers or on news. Because I just found it with I had a sat down with some brothers to look at the word etymology of nice. The word nice that we've been saying for a long time don't even mean it. If a brother can pull up that, man, I can't do it on mine because if I go off, I'll go offline. But if a brother can pull up the etymology of the word nice and get that definition, man, and it's crazy, man, what that word means. Because what was that one Edomite that went in the church and shot the whole church up? He was saying, he was saying how
nice is to be a fool.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. It just means to be a fool. That's why they always came out with that thing about the nice guy finished last. That's why I always say the nice guy finished last, because to be nice is to be dumb. Because there is no
right.
Yeah, I'm looking it up on Slack. When you pull it up in Google, it means it's as an adjective: pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory. And then the second as an adjective, it means fine or subtle. Then it has some similar meanings: delicate. But that could go into like you said, being a fool. Because hey, you're a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? A nice guy finished last. You too subtle, man. You too delicate.
You're too subtle. Right. You're too delicate. That's it.
But if you look, Slacky, if you look it up in the etymology, you'll see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see it right here, brother.
Bring it out.
Said that. Said in Merriam-Webster word history 500 years ago, when nice was first used in English, it meant foolish or stupid. Wow.
Foolish.
Says,
yeah, stupid. Exactly. That's it.
Comes from the Latin nescius, meaning ignorant.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yep. That's it. Foolish, ignorant, frivolous, senseless, careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy, simple, stupid, silly, foolish. Damn. Wait, let me go over those again. Foolish, ignorant, frivolous, senseless, careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy, simple, stupid, silly, foolish. What the fuck?
Yep.
And the thing is, go ahead.
No, I was playing.
Yeah, I was just saying for years we've been saying everything nice, man. Hey, that girl nice, my car nice.
But that bitch is nice though.
Use a word.
Right.
No, hey, she do be foolish and clumsy. She's stupid. These bitches are stupid. They are nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They nice to the motherfucker. Dumb as fuck.
Right, yeah.
Shit. Hey, when I say nice, I know what the word means. Nah, but yeah, we need. But that's the thing about though. We always need to use those words the way they should be used, though.
Yeah. Come on, man. We've been duped. I'm gonna get that last verse out of First Ezra, chapter 8. Well, it's not the last verse, but I'm gonna get verse 80. It says, "Yea, when we were in bondage, we were not forsaken for our Lord Yahweh, forsaken of our Lord Yahweh, but He made us gracious before the kings of Persia, so that they gave us food." So even in our captivity, and just going back to that, capping that off though, but even in our captivity, the Lord delivered us, or made a way for us to still, eat good, still be all right, So hey, right now we in a time, hey, it's about to be real worse. We still gotta have that faith, that the Most High gonna want to take care of us, man. You know, we can't trust in this system, man. You know, even if we do get food based off of whatever system is in place right now, our faith is in the Most High Yahweh, man, because they could cut off the supermarkets. They already cut some of them off. They could cut off the money, you know, the banking system, all that. Hey, we still gonna be all right. Hey, and if we take an L, we take an L, but we take an L in the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, man.
That's it. That's it. Hey, what did Job say? And can we only what he tell his wife? Can we only receive good from the Lord and not receive evil? So you know, it's gonna be some shit. You like so if you gonna worship Yahweh by Shem Yahweh, hey man, you gotta be able to receive it all. You're gonna receive some good shit, you're gonna receive some bad shit. I mean, it's just the way it goes, it's a balance.
That's
right.
Yep.
Hey, look at this though, because really at the end of the day, you look at what we're going through now with this coronavirus. On one hand, is something bad, but on the other hand, it's good because at the end of the day, even though they send out that little bit of money, and that little bit of money is a little help, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, doing something bad, the Lord give you something good. You know what I'm saying? You know, he make Esau do some wicked shit, but then he turn around right behind you. You know, brothers who got taxes. You know what I'm saying? Right behind you. Now they got to flow out a little more money to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, through it all, you know, it's the way you look at it, man. You know, the virus is a curse and a blessing. You know, and for us, see, that's the beautiful thing of being the prophets of the Lord. You know, and that go back to Amos 3:7. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about it, is that, you know, hey, when you know the Lord did these things to you, you can have both understanding. You understand both sides of the coin, man.
That's right.
You know, you get it. You know, and that's what we're not just looking at one side, like 2/3 or the heathen nation. They only just see what their problem is. We see both sides of it. Because every time there's a curse come upon the earth, hey, it's a blessing for us, man. If this earth is doing good, it's a curse for us. So we understand that. So the worse that this earth do, the people of this earth do, the better for us. The better our shit get. You know? Hey, Shalom. Hey, go to Exodus 18 right quick and pull out and start at Exodus 18.
Say it one more time. You echoed out.
Exodus 18.
Come on.
Go to verse 8, and we're gonna go all the way from 8 all the way to 27. But this brings us back to when we started off at Ecclesiasticus. It brings us right back to that 1 through 3, 1 through 4.
Exodus 18 verses 8. And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord Yahweh had done unto Pharaoh and Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all the travail that had come upon them by the way, and how the Lord Yahweh delivered them. Verse 9, and Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which the Lord Yahweh had done to Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians.
So we know who Jethro is, right? Jethro, the father-in-law of Moses.
Father-in-law.
Right. Moses' father-in-law. And this is the story about the first judges. The first time the judges came into play in the scripture. When Moses, well, but the point we get into it'll come into it. But the point is that I'm gonna let it go ahead. Go ahead.
John, verse 10, and Jethro said, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, who had delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of
Jethro was a Midianite. So Jethro was one of the so-called Africans.
That's right.
All right, just put that out there.
Continue, who hath delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptian. Verse 11. Now I know that the Lord Yahweh is greater than all gods, lowercase g, for in the things wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them. And Jethro
right. So Jethro had, by him being the heathen, he believed in different powers before the Lord. But now once he seen the works that Yahweh did for the Israelites, and it made him believe. It turned him over to a new leader. You know what I'm saying? He said he believed now. You know, now he know who the greatest power is.
Right.
Ain't no more of that Canaanite shit that he believed in, or what, Egyptian shit. Hey, it's Yahweh who's the greatest power.
That's it.
You know. Go ahead, bro.
Continue. Verse 12. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for our power, and Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before our power. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning until the evening. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, "What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning until evening?"
Right, because the
Verse
people was
15.
getting on Moses' nerves, man. They was needing so much. You know what I'm saying? They wanted Moses had to judge all the people by himself. You know what I'm saying? So Jethro, and that's why the Lord, like I say, the Lord do things that we don't always understand. And he don't always, and the Lord will use people to come to you to give you a message, to give you a different understanding, or to let you see things in a different way. That don't mean you got to follow their ways. It just means for that moment, the Lord, and just like you go back to the story of Balaam. Hey, the Lord sometimes sends certain people. He said he wanted to cut his cut his hand off to be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was he a Moabite? So so you think of stuff like that. The Lord sends certain people. Go ahead. You got something to say?
No, I was gonna say too. Jethro being a priest of the
Yeah,
Midianites,
a Midianite.
he already understood
He
that.
already understood it. That's
He
it.
already understood that. So just like
That's
you
it.
said, the Most High put him, put him in Moses' path or in Moses' life, just
Right.
to give him that one significant lesson. He gave him a daughter, or he gave him
Right.
a wife, but he also had that significance, like you just brought out, brother. So yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15. And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of our power. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of our power and his laws.
Mm.
And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
That's it.
Verse
That's it. Hey,
18.
and as wise as Moses was, what the Lord had gave Moses, but yet Jethro, Midianite priest, he came and told him, like, hey, look, what you doing, bro? You can do it better. You know what I'm saying? Let me. That's just like when you think about Aquila and Priscilla. When Paul went to them, he said, "What you're doing is good, but let me make you better." You know what I mean? Let me give you the better teaching of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, definitely told Moses get like one of the men, like one higher than the other in order, so that way he can help judge.
Gone. That's it.
Because it was too much to bear.
Too much to bear alone. That's it. Gone. Too much to bear alone. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 18. Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this
Right there,
people.
he'll weary you away, man. Hey, you'll wither away. When you think about that, you think about now today. You know what I mean? You got all that kind of pressure on you, just one person. Hey, bro, that should have killed you. You would die. Bro, that's too much stress. Your
Stress
brain
is a
can't
killer.
handle shit like that. Go ahead. What you say, brother?
I was saying they say stress is a killer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Continue. Both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou
Right.
art not able to perform it thy stuff alone.
That's it.
That's kind of how you were saying, brother. You know, it's hard to do things alone, man. With that type,
Right.
you know, if you over anybody, man, you're gonna have that heaviness, man. When you got to lead someone, you got to lead a camp. You got to make sure. I mean, that's why all of us got a role in everything, man. Because to be able to you know, run the whole show, well, man, that's a lot of heaviness, man.
Yeah, con.
And that was not, and all the Israelites there was not like 10 Israelites, 15 Israelites.
No,
It was like thousands. It was like a whole load of Israelites.
the whole all of them.
So how can one man just judge all the Israelites alone? So yeah, that's why Jethro told Moses that was too much to bear alone. That's exactly why he says, honor thy father and thy mother. See, Moses down was like a whole commandment. But yeah, that's why Moses listened to him. Moses listened to him because he knew it was too much to bear. He knew it was too much. It was too much to handle alone. That's why he had people. That's why he had people to. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna put you higher than him. So you judge him. You judge this. You judge that." So that's why.
But think about that, like just said, the one of the points to it is that is when you judge it, you gotta have, you can't just, it's just like you think about us in our group. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah do a lot of the speaking, but hey, brothers fill in around. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, you know, you got the spirit, you be hot, but you be like, man, I gotta speak again. But you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you need to, you know, you need more people around you. You know, especially, well, not just everybody, but you know, the older brothers of the camp, to make sure that, you know, hey, you can fill in when the brothers, you know, slow down speaking. You know, it's all it is. It's all the same thing, man. You know, it's just doing something shorter and helping out the body, keeping the body rolling. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18. I'm just like you. Verse Exodus 18, verses 19. Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel in our power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to God work, that thou mayest bring the things unto our power. Verse 20, and thou shalt teach them ordinance and laws, and shalt shew them that way wherein they must walk and work that they must do. 21. Moreover,
hey, you think about, because you like the Aqua saying, when you think about your mother and father, hey, Jethro was his father, man. Because really, when you think about it, Moses didn't have his father, his earthly father. You get what I'm saying? So but Jethro, he felt like you were saying, like you said, Yakara, Yahweh sent Jethro to fill that void.
Right.
You know, because what does a father do? A father give you guidance.
That's it.
You know, he's really your guide, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's right. Hey, and then in verse 19, to go back real quick, it said, hearken now unto my voice, I will give thee counsel, just like you said, man. He's giving advice, you know, like a father would. It says, and it says the word God, we know that's El, or would have probably been Allah, or you know, Allah, or Allah. But it says, and the power shall be with thee. So he didn't say, and our God or my God, but he just basically said the power shall be with you, meaning your power. So hey,
your power,
like you were saying, Iqbal, now he's a believer.
Right.
You know? He's a believer now. You know? Because he saw all the things that the Most High had done for Moses against Pharaoh. Now he's a believer. You know, he believed in all them other gods. Now he's calling him you know, the God, or you know, he's basically saying your God. The God will be with you, you know.
And that go back to go back to Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, where it says verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So most of the men that Jethro told him to put over him, they were really the men of the Lord. You know, so there was 144,000 right there. They was those men before, you know, they was whoever we were in the reincarnation. Yahweh Ratazah. You get what I'm saying? those men were the beginning of the leadership of the 144,000. They was that push, and that's what he set them in that place. So as the judge was, and Moses was righteous, man, under the laws of the Lord, so was the people. You know what I mean? That's to go back to like this world now today. Esau is the leader of this world, but so is his people is as him. That's why they vote Donald Trump in. That's why they vote Hillary Clinton. That's why they vote the way they vote, because their judges, their rulers are wicked, because the people are wicked. So such as are the rulers and judges as are the people, such as the people, such as are they rulers and judges. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Con, Exodus chapter 18, verse 20. And thou shalt teach them ordinance and laws, and shalt shew them in the way therein, in the way wherein they must walk, in the work that they must do. Verse 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all people able men, such as a fear of our power Yahweh, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be ruler over thousands, and rulers over hundreds, rulers over 50s, and rulers over 10s.
Right, because you think about that. Hey man, there was we talked about the men that came out of Egypt, and it was like what 600,000 something men or something, and then it said men, women, and children. So then it didn't count the women or the children, right? So it was well into the millions. We came out well into the millions out of Israel when you put the women and the children from all the tribes in. We was probably tens of millions of people coming out that motherfucker. That's why. Hey, why did Pharaoh want to kill the Israelites? Because what he said, their numbers are growing bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? He's seen how big our numbers were. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's they're army. What are we called? We're called the Lord's what? The Lord's host. That's it, brother. Army and host. Israel is an army. We're not, and that's another funny thing though, is we're not just a people, man. We're a fucking army. You know what I'm saying? We are the actual military of the Lord. We're a fucking threat. Yeah, and he knows it, man.
That's right.
Con. Shit, because like I said, go ahead, bro.
Wait. You probably about to take the words out of my mouth. So you're a walking target.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You gotta be, man. When you go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm trying to let y'all brothers feed in, man. I'm trying to let y'all brothers feed in because I don't want to, keep going too much.
Yeah, no, we're good. Hey, and that's why Esau don't want, Ephraim to connect with us, man. He always want to keep us divided because once Ephraim and Issachar and Gad come in, man, it's over.
Right.
I mean, because you already see how Jake is, man, by himself. Just imagine if, once Ephraim come in, the northern tribes come in, hey, how much more power of a nation will it be? If anybody lost. Go ahead, what you say?
No, so like, brother, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just thinking about it as you were saying it. That's a signal, man. That's a signal that basically Howard Shah's, right at the door, man. He's basically standing at the door of his chariot, man. Because when Judah and Israel come back together, the scriptures talk about that, man. I gotta get that in Isaiah. But when Judah and Israel come back together, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
he said he's going to gather us together before he comes back.
Right.
So they got.
I believe that's also in Ezekiel. You want to get that precept? You want to continue?
Go ahead, continue read while he gets the precept.
Come on. Exodus chapter 18, verses 22. And let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
Right, because that shit is a burden, man.
Verse 23.
Even when when I think about it with your kids, you got all these little fights and shit. This man arguing with that man, it's like, hey man, that shit will wear you out, bro. You can't be at home with kids. That's why, and that go by why our women's supposed to have more than one wife in the house. All right, because that's why you have help wives, sister wives. All right, that's the whole purpose. So the women they split up the days on chores, split up the days on dealing with the kids, teaching the kids, some doing the teaching job. You split up your duties among the house. Now you might have children with all your wives.
Breaking up a little bit.
You got enough women to deal with the kids. It's just like school. That's the same thing they did in school. That's all they do in school. That's why, and you notice most of the teachers in school is women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the women in school is women. Why? Because it's that same sister wife aspect. You know what I'm saying? Let the women do the teaching. They teaching the, they dealing with the kids. They showing them how to read and write. They showing them, they show them how to sew, how to knead and
Trying to rejoin up.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you need that. Go ahead. If you got something to say, go ahead.
Connor, I'm good. I believe Yakarai was saying something about you going in and out. I don't know if there's a bad connection on his end or your end or whatever, but I can still hear you. It is kind of fuzzy, but we're gonna go with it though.
All right, go ahead.
Con, verse 23. If thou shalt do this thing and our power command thee, so then thou shalt be able to endure. And all this people shall also go to their place in peace. So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said. And Moses chose able men out of Israel.
Hey, you know what? And that go back to listen to thy father and thy mother. Man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
They'll steer you the right way, man. That's why you're supposed to. That right there, that show you why you should listen to your father, listen to your mother, because hey, you can get that good with the Lord to send wisdom from wherever. Man. You don't know sometimes where that wisdom coming from, but when it's your father and mother, they should steer you and teach you in the right way, in the path of the Lord. And actually without Jethro being an Israelite, he showed Moses the ways of the Lord and how to govern. He showed Moses how to govern. Because what was Jethro? Because really Jethro was over his own people. So he understood how to govern the people.
Verse 20. I'm gonna read 24 again. So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he said. Verse 25, and Moses chose.
Something keep coming to my head. And nowadays, you think about, hey man, your kids don't even listen to you no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Nowadays, these kids, they don't hear it. They don't fucking listen, man. They know it all. They know too much. I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, I knew too much. I thought I knew everything. I was, man. I was nicer than a motherfucker. I was a million times nice. I was too nice. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know shit. You stupid. You know what I'm saying? You that's why you gotta hearken to the voice, man. You gotta listen to your parents. You gotta do as they even when you got wicked parents, if they tell you to do something right, you gotta hearken to it, man. Because if it makes sense, just hey man, knock it out. You know what I mean? That's what Moses said. He listened, man. And this was his father-in-law. That's beautiful. Go ahead.
Continue. And made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50, and rulers of 10.
That's it.
And they judged the people at all seasons. They had causes they brought unto Moses, but every small matter they judged themselves.
Right.
So kind of like you said, brother. If it's a small thing, hey man, you should be able to judge yourself or your family or whatever was given in your lot. Like you said, you got hundreds, you got a thousand, you got 50s, you have 10s, man. Whatever your lot is, man, that's how you should be able to judge. But if it's something small,
Right.
You should be able to judge yourself or amongst each other, man.
Right. But the hard, now the things that was hard to judge, it went to Moses. So you know it's gonna be much fewer. There's gonna be much fewer things to judge if it's not a hard matter. Like if you think of Solomon, that had to judge between the two women and the baby that died. I mean, one of the babies died, and the other one baby died, and one baby died, and the other one, was living. Well, Solomon had to choose between them. And him being a wise judge, what he do? He said, "Okay, I'll cut the baby in half. I'll split the baby, and then now both of y'all got a piece." Hey, what did the mama do? Oh, she tripped out. No. She can have she can have the baby. I don't want the baby hurt. The other mother like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, Solomon. Yeah, let's do that. Cut it in half. I take half and she takes half. Now how fool you already killed your baby. So why the fuck you want half of another dead baby? So take your dead baby. If you need a baby already dead, I'm gonna kill this baby, put it in half. So that's what Solomon's like, you dumb bitch. That's what we're in. These bitches is dumb. It's like, oh, so he knew. Oh, that ain't your baby. That's hers. That's why she said, no, don't kill my baby. Don't kill her. Here, just give him to her. She can have it. I'd rather my baby be living with somebody else than you to put him to death. You know what I mean? And that's a mother's love. She gonna be like, oh, fuck that. No, don't kill my give him over. They fuck it. She can have it. And the other person, oh, we just didn't have it. You know, like you just killed one fucking child. There you go. Now you got your dead baby. You know? Crazy.
Yeah, Salakia, brothers. My video, man, it was coming in real choppy, echo and stuff. I had to close it out.
Oh, okay. All right, come. Go ahead, bro.
I got one more out of 18, verse 27. Exodus chapter 18, verse 27. And Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way into his own land.
That's it. Hey, and that go to show you that what does a man do, man? You know, even a man when he come out the womb and he's supposed to take on him his wife, and they build their family, man. You know what I mean? His wife. But he should have a multiple wives, because that way they can have, and that was because why? The children bring you riches. Because you can work more land, you can till more ground. You know what I'm saying? You can barter and trade. You can get all the necessary things you need to get done. You know, but your sons bring you back, you bring them back, and you keep your wealth going. It's like the same system Esau used with money is the same system we use with people. In our things, our animals, the barter and trade system.
Yeah.
Y'all got something?
Nah, just to echo what you said. You said it perfectly, brother. The way Esau uses his monetary system is the way we used to deal, with each other. We deal with people, the cattle, that was our money,
And our money went, even when you think about the shekels was low because you didn't really use those. The cattle was more expensive than what our shekel was, because you think about it, you always took your livestock. That mattered more than bringing your money. Only time you use money is if you couldn't make it to Jerusalem with all your cattle and shit. It was too far for you to go. So you had to bring the money, and then you had to rebuy. But the money was only to buy the cattle. When you get to where you're going, you buy the cattle in Jerusalem. You take it over to the priest. So you never gave them the actual money. You just gave them the cattle.
That's right.
Hey, man.
And that's the same thing today. Like if you're the same thing today, if you had multiple wives and you had land and you had a house, what would you need to do to work? Because you're gonna have everything you need. I mean, because you can sell the whatever you create on the lands, and then you can be able to go sell that, and then trade amongst the people.
Right.
But Esau had to make it where you couldn't do that, because then he couldn't control you. And if you go and try to go buy a house now or create a house and live off the land, Esau will come and arrest you, man.
Yeah, true that.
If you take rainwater and create and rejuvenate that power through your house, Esau will come and arrest you, man.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, he was
he don't want
crazy.
you living off the grid.
Hell nah.
Yeah,
You
you
got
living off,
we got
living
to
off
throw
the
that
grid.
motherfucker for everything.
Yep.
Done. As a
Hold
matter
on,
of
I got a
fact,
quick step
I
out.
just read something the other day. If you take copper wire, a copper wire is strong enough to light up a light bulb, man. You know.
Go
Right.
ahead, Con.
Yep.
So if you had enough copper wire, you know how to run electricity. You know, at the time of need, you probably can have a little light. You know,
Con.
just what I'm saying is small little things, man. You know, but Esau, once he know you doing something like that, man, he'll cut you off or kill you, man.
Right.
Yep.
Hold on, I got something real quick. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33. A nation whom you have not known shall eat the fruit of your land and the produce of your labor, and you shall be only oppressed and crushed continually. Meaning that Esau technically would, just like going back to what Akim said, when he said, if you was doing something good, Esau would try to arrest you. Meaning that Esau would try to produce your labors that you was doing something good, man.
Well, but yeah, he'll
Done.
take everything that you were doing.
Right.
so you know, look, you could have been trying to live off the grid. You got your little garden going. You know, you got your little what's the damn cell? What them things called, man? Damn, where you get the power from the sun. You know what I'm saying? The
Like a windmill.
well, nah, not the windmill, but it's like where you take the sun's power and you convert it and shit. Damn,
Oh, you talking about solar? You talking about
Yeah,
solar?
the solar cells, solar panels, right?
Yeah,
You got the
solar.
solar panels going. You got your garden and all that. You know what I'm saying? Esau come in, snap all that shit up. You know
Right.
what I mean? And
Con.
plop
Done.
down. He might take your land and do something, build something up with it, or he might just take your shit. Take your all the fruits, gardens. He might destroy it, or he'll take your solar panels, set them up on his house. You know. Hey, but we see Esau. That's all he do, man. Really, I mean, he took the inventions, of the so-called Negroes. When this country began, took all their inventions. Alexander Graham Bell, you know, he took the
Yeah, Con.
inventions of George Washington Carver.
Right.
Yeah, all the great inventions that we came up with. What did Esau do, man? He came, took them, and
Done.
slapped his own name on it, his own patent.
Hey, look at what Ford did to the cars, bro. What was that Jake that had made the cars? And Ford bitch ass fired him or something like that
Oh
and
yeah,
took
yeah,
over
yeah.
the patent. That's
Yep.
how they came out with the automobile. It was Jake who had the automobile. It was more
Yep.
efficient than what Ford was building. It was a better car, it was a better drive. And Ford took it, and went to court and they stole his patent, man. Stole all his work, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, one of the biggest ones too. Another one, the cotton gin.
Right.
Oh
They
shit,
came up with that.
yeah.
You
Uh,
know. Hey,
uh,
what kind of folly is that, man? We
right.
was there picking cotton. You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna come out with a cotton gin. I mean, damn.
Yeah,
You know. And
uh,
Jake said, it's like Jake. Now, damn, Jake, set us up,
set
man.
your own people. Yeah, set your own people up for shit. I know. That go back to the power of the Lord though too. Tell you the Lord be man, and Lord be making these things work miraculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't be understanding whether it's for our good or bad, man. The Lord, and for everything that we've been through or go through, there is a purpose for it. You know,
Yep. Hey, but I
y'all got
want
something
to
else?
get that. I want to get that precept that I had earlier, man, before this damn
Oh yeah, come, go
before
ahead,
Satan try to take over the damn Wi-Fi and shit.
come.
This Isaiah. On select it. Let me see. Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse which shall stand up for an ensign of the people, to which shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. Hey, and that Gentiles, man, hey, that's talking about the Gentile, those who are Gentile in mind, man.
Right.
Okay. And verse 11, And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. Basically, the four corners of the earth, man.
Right. Yep. Come.
Verse 12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So talking about Israel, it's talking about what? The northern kingdom. And
Yep.
Judah, talking about the southern kingdom. He says he's going to gather the dispersed of them from the four corners of the earth. It says, verse 13, the envy also, like you were saying earlier, Shalom, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So we gonna come together. Ain't gonna be all this. Oh, I'm Dominican. I'm not black. I'm Dominican. Oh, I'm not. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican. Or I'm not black. I'm not like you Americans. I'm from Trinidad. All this
Right.
bullshit.
Right.
And you all calling yourself as a white man.
Yep.
So all that's gonna go away. So they gotta keep. Well, hold on. Let me finish this real quick. This is verse 14. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. So we're gonna yoke up the so-called white man by the neck. We're gonna yoke up the damn Chinese and Koreans, all right, Japanese, all right, the Iranians, all right, Ishmael, all them damn heathen, man. We're gonna
Hey, them
jack
bitches
their asses.
prideful too. Yeah, them Ishmaelites is prideful as fuck too.
Yeah,
Y'all remember that one that came to camp? Oh, was it about a month ago?
Done.
Or something like that.
That
Remember
ice
that
cream.
when he had that female with him? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, eating that ice cream. Yeah, remember that shit? Yeah, I can't wait to get them motherfuckers. Mm-hmm.
Verse 15, and the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the seven streams, and make men go over dry shod. And there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. Hey, in those seven seas, or those seven waters, man. It says, let me get that again, man. Verse 15. It says, and the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite in the seven streams, and make men go over dry shod. So he's going to shake. Hey, what's Egypt today?
Right.
Egypt today is America. America is Egypt all over again, man.
Right.
Captivity. Hey, in the seven streams. Hey, how many seas are there, man? Hey,
yeah.
seven seas, man.
Seven. Yeah.
All right. So all that shit gonna dry up, man.
Yep.
Hey, and you know what? Hey, by the power of Yahweh, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, man, we probably gonna go across the Atlantic or something, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Walking through that. You're gonna separate them just like you did the Red Sea, man. But bring it back to that point. The brother was talking about they try to keep us separated as a people, man. They try to keep the so-called Latinos thinking that they different from Jake and all that stuff. You got the same damn hair. You got the same hair as Shalom out right now, man. The brother got the hair, the brother Yahweh right there got the hair like that, Hey, the brothers in the back of you, Yaquab, got the hair. You got brothers down there.
No, I ain't got no here. Oh, you know what, brothers? Oh,
Yeah, you know
I'm
what
bald.
you know, you got the brothers down there in Trinidad, so-called Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, whatever. They got the same damn hair, man. They're gonna talk about, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Hey, you a damn fool, man. They all, all Israel, man.
Right.
You know, they try to keep us separate, man. But if you're in folly, that's how you gonna think, though.
Right.
A lame man could look and say, "Oh damn, I might live here, but damn, I look just like this brother." But you gonna say something different? That's pure nonsense, man. That's how you know we're stiff necked people, man. Stiff necked, bro. But that's all I want to get on that.
Yeah, I want to. While you touched on that, I want to go here right quick. This is Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that's Babylon, like you were saying, sitting on them seven seas, sitting on the many waters. That's America, man.
Right.
America is surrounded by water.
That's right. Yep.
So that judgment is coming to, because this is the only place, when you look at the map, this is the only place that's surrounded by water. Israel was surrounded by water like that. Egypt was surrounded by water like that. This is the only place from the north to the south to the east to the west you can find water. You will fall into the fucking ocean.
That's right. That's right. Hey, and this place sits on many waters. Actually, man, we got the Atlantic,
Right.
the Gulf of Mexico. You got, the Pacific. You know? So that's three right there. I mean, just in the physical sense, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sitting on three right there. But just like the scriptures talk about, like you just brought out, brother, our influence is everywhere. You know? So that whore, sits on, hey, all the waters, man. You know?
All the waters, man. Yeah.
And like
because it's the big what they call it, it's a big what do you call it? Port. It's a big ass port. It's my melting pot too.
Yeah.
But America's a big ass port, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the biggest port is in what is that, in California, some shit like that?
You got some big ones. You got some in California. You got some right there in
Massachusetts, New York, or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like the apostles always bring out two waters. Also represents nations. You know.
Right.
And so we, and what we in every nation. Hey, even places that aren't active U.S. bases today, we can still use a lot of them. If America needed to land in damn I don't know, man, Tahiti or damn somewhere like Taiwan or something down in Southeast Asia. Hey, they can do it. You know,
right?
They'll call into the tower control or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so and so coming in, Air Force, whatever, and land their ass right there on that strip, whether we got an active military base there or not. You know? So America still got that little bit of power, a little bit of control, man. You know?
Yeah. And this right here, this is Jeremiah 51:13. You who dwell by many waters, rich in treasures, your end has come. The thread of your life is cut. Hey man, that's beautiful, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So that makes it plain right there. You know?
Yeah.
Your time is done, man.
That's it. Yep.
Don't get no more to the point than that, man.
Yep. Anybody got anything else? Y'all got it. Bring it up, brothers.
Let's see. Nah, man. Basically, you know, like the apostles, you know, the apostle Tahar was bringing about earlier, man. Well, he just made a quick video on it, man. Hey, this food, you know, all this food shortage, the high prices, the inflation, you know, whatever's going on right now, man, it's all being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man, being the devil that he is, has all these things popping off. You know, hey, it could end just like that. You know what I'm saying? The food, right now they're tossing a lot of food out.
Right.
Throwing it away. Yep. You know, I think I sent. I don't know if I sent the video to you or not, Shalom. Basically, they got a lot of onions and stuff that's rotten, just going rotten. Like they could give them out if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But they're being told not to.
Yeah, that devil ain't gonna do that. That's too much like right.
Exactly. You know. Right. So all this stuff is being manipulated, played out. You know, it's got a very little to do with any virus out there, man.
Right. Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny to listen to some Jakes, man. You ask some Jakes, hey man, you like, you know, you ask them all fan, hey man, you really believe this coronavirus shit? They'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I do, man. I'll be like, yeah, no, listen, man. Like they really believe there's a virus out there plaguing every damn body, man.
Yeah.
You know? It's man.
Matter of fact, I just did it.
No, go ahead, man. I was just saying it's crazy, man. You talk to him, it's like, yo, man. I mean, do you even try to think for yourself? You know?
Yeah, God. What I think, I really think that that what they doing is they done fucked around and gave certain people, you know, the weaker people is catching this shit that they can't get over, and they're making it bigger than what it is. It's not as big as what they trying to say it is. I mean, I believe that because, you know, one thing, when the devil tell you he's the devil, you take it for face value. You know,
right? Yeah.
Say he puts out shit that he puts out. You know, it's like he throw the chemtrails in there. He pollute our water. He pollute our food. So you know he putting out viruses and shit. But like the Lord say, you know, it's not going. With that Psalm 91st chapter. You know, 10,000 by my side or 1,000 by my hand and 10,000 by my right side. But it should not come near thy. You know what I'm saying? See, you know, it's not really going to come near us. It's not going to affect the elect unless the Lord want one of us to be affected by it. So, you know, with certain people that's getting affected that is dying from the virus, well, that shit is meant for them. You know, that's meant for them to go down. Nobody's going to affect us all. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't really seem so big, is because it's like I say, the Lord set up certain people for certain things, like we went over there before. You know, some people set up for the pestilence to the pestilence, some set up to the sword and to the sword. It's from the famine into the famine. So everybody got a certain way to die, you know.
That's why I did a video on 5G. You know, when we was at camp. I do a short little video, man.
I seen that. Yeah,
to show people that these towers are around, man. You know, these towers around us. And if you go back and I did another video about, you know, 2 movies, man. One of them is the Hunger Games, the first one, when they put the chip inside of them and manipulate their brain that there was a fire coming. You know, that was one. Then you got the other movie, The Kingsman, the first one, where they put chips in everybody's phone and created the volume of the frequency of the vibration and made all of them want to fight, man. What do you think's going on now? They keep people in the house. They keep people in the house, man. They get people irritable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cut the frequency of 5G up, man. Now you got a problem with your family. Because you there day and night with them.
Yeah.
Because really that 5G probably is the main reason why this virus is out anyway. It's probably some shit got something to do with that 5G.
They're telling us to stay inside.
So whatever's out there, that's what I really believe. That's what a lot of shit is coming from, that 5G shit. And I want to back you up, Yakra, on something you had said earlier about the water. This is Revelation 17:15. Then the angel said to me, the waters you saw where the prostitutes were seated are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. That's it. So like you said, when you was saying that really go back, them sitting on the many waters really going back to the actual people, to the actual nations, meaning that what is America, like the brother said, it's a great melting pot. Hey,
Right.
because there's many tongues here. It's many tongues in this motherfucker. You can find every race, creed, creature here in America. It's the melting pot. So you're gonna find every race and every tongue here, man.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else?
No.
I'm gonna bring this out real quick. This is Second Ezra, chapter 5. It said, let's start at verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be hidden, or and the land shall be barren of faith. Hey, because we coming into that time right now. Hey, people don't believe in the Most High. You had somebody they believe in the Bible. Hey, sometimes you might get nah, man. Nah, you believe in God. Nah, I don't believe in God, man. So people actually just don't even have any faith anymore, man. Whereas this place used to be a quote unquote Christian nation. I mean, hey, people's going way the hell off all the time, but at least they had some idea, of the Most High. Now this land is barren of faith, man.
Right. That's it.
It's all about music, pop culture, social media, and a whole bunch of other folly, man. Verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Hey, so this saying, hey, even in Ezra's time, there was iniquity, upon the earth. That's nothing new. But he said it's going to be greater than you've ever seen, or you shall see. So even in his lifetime, anything that he ever saw, hey, it's going to be much greater than that. And we're in that time right now. Multiplied by whatever was going on in that time. Verse 3. And the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, that thou shalt see after the third trumpet, that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. Hey, man, we ain't never seen nothing like that, man. He said, verse 5, and blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. Hey, so we're gonna see some wild things popping off, man.
Yeah,
according to the scriptures, man. Wood dropping blood.
Yeah, that's something else.
And let's just start now. Now we know that there's gonna be a lot of killing going on.
Right, all that splatter off the walls and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Says verse 6, and even he shall rule whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth, and the fowls shall take their flight away together, and the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. Hey, and the Sodomite sea, man, hey, that's talking about this sea is defiled, man.
It is.
And
it is. Hey, because matter of fact, don't they got some male and female mixed gendered fish and shit out there and shit, like some shit like that?
Yeah, they experiment with a lot of the
It's got male and female genes or some shit.
Yeah, and they say it shall cast out fish. So we see that now. A lot of you got a lot of fish die-offs, fish coming up on the shore. Be like millions of fish on the shore just died.
Hey, them whales, they had a big ass whale beaching too a while back. Whales, beaching. Yep. Even squids, they had all kind of shit was trying to get the fuck up out that water. So it's like, what the fuck up in there that they running from?
And a whale in the scriptures is just a great fish, man. So
great fish, yeah, big fish.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yep.
It
It says, and the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. Verse 8, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And we talk about that all the time, man. So you got
Yeah.
we talked about that last week, man. You got deer popping up on damn mall parking lots.
Everywhere, bro. It's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
The armadillos, I see, hey, every time I go up to Nashville, I see armadillos, man. Armadillos are supposed to be down in damn South America somewhere.
Yep. Down Texas and further down. Yep.
Yeah. You know, what they doing? What they doing?
They need the right climate. Yep. I seen them out here. Where we are, I've seen a couple dead on the road. Like this ain't even the right climate for them.
You know, the fire, man. You got every time you turn around, they burning something out west, damn forest fire.
Yeah,
you know. Hey, it's time. Hey, so we living in this time, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, man. Every time you turn around, man, that's all you see. Hey, these monsters are these dumbass 2/3 niggas out here, man. That are bugged out,
right?
Man.
Right.
God.
You know.
God.
They got no clue what's happening, man. All they want to do is drink 40s and smoke weed, man.
That's it. And drink lean.
Yeah.
Lean. Damn. Sell dope. That's it. And fucking each other in the ass on a slick shit.
Man. A bunch of sodomites, man.
Yep.
Cause they ain't even on the download with it no more, man.
No more. Right.
You know, they outright. Hey, man, in Memphis, I was watching some shit on YouTube, man. This dude in Memphis, he's supposed to be like a rapper or something like that, dope dealer or whatever. But he got caught up, man. Somebody put him on blast on Facebook Live that he was fucking around with niggas. And so he gonna come out. So his reply was, "Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, what's up, man? Hey,
right.
This is what we get down with, man. Whatever, y'all know." Hey, that's a damn bugged out nigga right there, man.
Yeah, that heavy demon, man. That heavy that
on him. Hey, but you got menstruous women running around out here, man.
Unclean women. That's it.
You know.
Yep. Bringing forth these fucking defiled fucking beasts as a fucking child. Yeah.
Because they done ran the father off with their mouth. You know, they can't keep their mouth shut. You know? And so now they raising a child on their own, and they got about 100 niggas demons on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So all they're gonna do is pass those same demons down to their kid, man, to their sons. Verse.
Hey, when you get done, hey Yakarab, when you get done, take us home, brother. End it off when you get done.
Verse 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber. And wit is basically just talking about smarts, you know. But it also says understanding. So hey, that knowledge has increased, and then it's going to draw itself back, man. And that knowledge is talking about the knowledge and wisdom that comes through the scriptures, man. So right now it's going forth through the Akim, man. All right, through the hopeful elect and men of the Lord, but it's about to withdraw itself back.
Yeah, come.
All right, and verse 10, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. All right. So again, when that understanding is drawn back, man, then you're gonna see unrighteousness just multiply, man.
Right. Yep.
It says one land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh the man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say no. At the same time shall men hope but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. And so we in that time right now, man. Hey, a lot of cats probably just opened up a business, a small business. You know what I'm saying? They could have, or they could have had a long standing, multinational business or whatever. Hey, they've prospered, but now, you know what I'm saying, the things that they seek, they're not going to be able to obtain, man.
Hey,
This is that time right now, man. It's all coming to a screeching halt, man.
yeah. Hey, you think about the people who just try to open up a business, but not this time.
Yeah, yeah,
About the money, the loans they got to pay back. That's fucked up, bro.
yep. It's done. So they
Yeah,
look and they see they in a bad way, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
but your brothers got anything?
Nah, we good. We done.
All
You
right.
go ahead and bring us home, brother.
All right, with that, then, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah,
All
Hashem, Kakadash.
right, Khan. And hey, just want to say Shalom, man.
Shalom.
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 Well, bar to the ball.
Bar to bar.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
That's it. All right, you brothers take care, man.
All right, Khan.
All right. Broadcast. Yeah, broadcast.